it's more going to like add just a little bit of a dimension to flavor. Totally worth. Okay, well here we go. Chef Brando. Hey, what's up, Linnea? I know, Ravina, you're like, dang. Glad you're here right now. All right, we're good. Lime juice going back. Is there anything else in here that I want? I'm actually gonna do something else a little bit unique. I don't know if you guys know what capers are. They're kind of like really, really baby olives. They're salty and they taste similar to olives, but they're almost kind of like little peas, like really salty but flavorful peas. And capers are my favorite topping on any meat. I love them with salmon, and I love them with chicken. And I'm gonna add some of that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's cooking. And all that clear water with the proteins is now cooking right now. That's what all the white stuff is around the chicken. It immediately turns white. When proteins get cooked, they will harden. Well, first they dissociate. Chemistry lesson for you guys. When proteins cook, first they dissociate and they get, they break down a little bit, and then they attach to each other with all the broken pieces, and then they get hard. So, and then cooking it also kills the bacteria in the process and makes it a little more firm. If you've ever had like chicken before, it's, well, I can do a science lesson on proteins later. What's up, Zed Life? Mods, stop invading the chat. There's too many of you. Lol. Okay, so how am I doing so far? Is this really weird? Should I just turn this off? Is everybody hating me trying to stream cooking? Okay, I'm actually gonna use tongs. You can really use anything, but I prefer to use tongs. I can just grab each little piece and flip it in terms of cooking. I'm gonna wait until, actually I'm just gonna bring this over here and show you guys. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little more like cooked. You can see it's all still pink. All the little chunks of chicken are pink on the top, but you can see they're kind of getting a little white on the bottom like that. That one's pretty white right there. So I'm gonna let them keep going until the tops, oh, I can smell the rosemary, it smells really good. I'm gonna let it keep going until the tops are like almost not pink altogether. No, this is great. Big fan of more chefs on Twitch, thank you. I actually just started learning probably like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. Hey, what's up, Bugbean? You're a big fan of more chefs on Twitch? Thank you. You wish you could smell things? I wish I could let you guys smell it. The rosemary is cooking into the chicken and it smells amazing. Bardo makes me sad. Okay. I literally can't right now. I'm busy doing important things, mystical hearts. Alright. This is getting on pretty good. So at some point, so right now the water is acting as a sort of lubricant for the chicken. You'll notice I'm just moving it around a little bit, make sure it's not catching on the bottom, like burning any spots. I'm just gonna move it all around a tiny bit. Once it's done, once the water finishes evaporating and all the proteins have been cooked in the water, it's gonna start sticking. And at that point, I have every chef's best friend in a nice little bottle that was a gift to me. This is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. This stuff is really, really good. This is, I'm only going to be using it for the purpose of not letting it stick to the pan. I'm just going to be drizzling it over the top, and then I'll be spreading it around so that it's good stuff. That bottle, you love it. It was actually, I think it was my mom's. My mom really loves fleur de lis. Does anybody know what the fleur de lis stands for? Did I just say virgin? Yes, extra virgin. All right, now we're getting to the spot where it's almost all white. White is right when you're cooking chicken and in real life. JK, that's racist. Okay, so now you can see it's getting all white on the top. It's almost completely done. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and flip each of these pieces so that the cooked parts are against the heat of the pan and can cook efficiently. So I'm gonna start flipping all these, put it back. Extra virgin white is right, lol. What's up, Nakata? I am cooking chicken. So far, all we have in here is rosemary sprinkled across the top of 3 de-thawed chicken breasts that I cut up into smaller chunks. And I'm letting them cook on high heat the highest my heat will go in a pan. We're just pan cooking some chicken. So I'm gonna keep flipping the rest of these. This is why I use tongs. It's easier to just flip the individual pieces when there are a lot of them. And then I'm actually gonna let it cook until the water does evaporate, because after it does, then I'm going to cook it a little bit further. And when I do, the little bit further is going to put just a little bit of texture on the outside of the chicken. So I don't want squishy chicken. I'm gonna make this like gourmet. Like something you would see in a restaurant. That's what I'm aiming for right now. I mean, it only takes another like 5 or 10 minutes on the pan, so why not? Right? Am I right? Or am I right? All right, everything's been flipped. Yeah, everything's been flipped. We're good. Let that keep cooking. Come back and look at chat. You can't type "you're done by." No, don't leave. You could cook. You would literally have a six-pack right now. You work out so much, but eat like garbage, bro. Hence your shadow abs, bro. Cooking is awesome. Once you get started, the first few times suck, and after that, it's amazing. It's like art every time. But those aren't extra virgin. You guys, how have you not ever heard of extra virgin olive oil? That you are all laughing at extra virgin right now. Now, does anybody know why it's called extra virgin? Hey, extra virgin. Thank you for the follow, Official Claxon. Am I using oil in the pan? No, not yet. Oil is gonna come after. Right now what I did was I thawed the 3 chicken breasts. They're all frozen. Thawed them all in the pan. Let them sit there for probably like 3-4 hours today. And it thawed out all the juice from the thaw, like the water from the frozen breasts, settled in the pan. And then that's what I'm cooking it in right now. It's gonna evaporate because it's water and it's in high heat. You can see it all boiling right now. Once it finishes boiling, then I'm gonna add the oil. But the oil's not gonna come until the very end. The reason for that is oil increases the heat interaction from the pan to the meat. And when that does that, it'll cook the skin a lot faster than the actual heat total will cook through the chunks of chicken. So what that means is it's going to give just a tiny bit of a sear along the edges, a tiny bit. And it'll turn the edges brown, just a little bit, add a tiny bit of crisp to the bottom of the chicken. Just not even like a full crisp, just like a little bit of texture. And then that's gonna be like, are these frozen chicken breasts or defrosted? They were defrosted, thawed. I thawed them out, they were in my freezer. They were in a bag that I got from Costco. Too much science, bro. Extra virgin olive oil is made simply by crushing olives and extracting the juice. It is the only cooking oil that is made without the use of chemicals and industrial refining. There you go. Science. What? You getting a lecture? You're not it's not one of your classes? What? How do you guys not enjoy science? Is there anybody here that doesn't like science? Show us how to make lobster. I actually haven't moved on to lobster yet. As of right now, my expertise extends to fish and chicken. I am slowly learning other meats as time goes on, but that's all for now. I know how to do white tilapia. Another time we can do another cooking stream if you guys want to see me how I cook fish. I love some white tilapia. You like science? You like science? Good. Science is good for you. Okay, so it's still cooking. I'm gonna just shift this around a little bit because the heat on my stove is not even. So one side's gonna cook a tiny bit faster than the other, but now that I swap this around, it's still cooking, still boiling. A lot of the proteins in here, let me show you guys. A lot of the proteins in here. Whoops. Oh, what have I done? Oh no. I accidentally hit the volume button. Oh wait, can you guys see me? Oh wait, flipped it. Wall. There we go. Alright, we're good here. That was weird. I hit the volume button on the accident on my phone and it made it so the camera flipped. Okay, so in the water, do you see all the little particles of protein, all the little white chunks? That's the proteins that are cooking out of the juice from the de-thawed chicken. So if you're ever de-thawing chicken, thaw it in something that you can save the juice in, because that you can use. Black screen, I'm sorry, I hit the button. I don't know the app yet. Let's see what you're cooking. What's up, Archlight? You can branch into shrimp really easily. I'm actually not a fan of shrimp. My mom is fatally allergic to shellfish, and so growing up, my family never had very much seafood because if she ever had any of it, she would have an anaphylactic reaction. So I didn't try shrimp until a long time into my future, and then I tried it and it just wasn't really that interesting. It's just kind of bland and a little bit rubbery, so I'm not a big fan of shrimp. I love other like fish. Like I love salmon is my favorite food in the whole world. A cedar plank smoked salmon fillet with capers, a little bit of lemon. Oh, oh, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we're just about to that spot where all the water's cooked off, which is exactly where I wanted this to be. Ow! Got a very hot piece of chicken launched on my finger just now. This pan spit on me. All right, here comes the fun part. I'm going to add the olive oil. Now watch, there's a science to adding the olive oil. You ready? Bland and rubbery? I feel bad for you. You're shrimp chef. Well, I had cocktail shrimp at like a party one time, and that was like the first time I ever had it. What's up, Cheeto Zed? All right, here we go. You ready? All right, we're alive. Olive oil spitting is one of the most painful things you will ever experience as a chef. And I'm a baby. My skin is sensitive. I've spoken with some people who cook this stuff and it's no big deal. To me, it hurts. Oh, here it goes. All right, I'm backing up. I'm backing up. I apologize. Okay, now we're basically done. I'm just, oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's spitting. Cocktail shrimp, the worst kind. What kind should I try, Ravina? All right. I'm gonna dust, this is just garlic powder. It's dried, like, milled garlic powder, dehydrated. Okay, so I'm gonna like just sprinkle this across the top. Just enough to like get maybe about 50% of the top of the chicken. Cocktail shrimp are like bronze 5, don't judge shrimp off that. Oh, okay, maybe I will give other shrimp another chance. All right, start spreading it around. Again, ow! Ow! Sorry guys, I'm a baby when it comes to spitting oil. It hurts a lot. You're gonna hear me say ow a lot more. Ow. Now, you see this? That brown on the edge of the chicken? That's what I'm going for. Oh no! Dang it. No, 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 no. You know what? 3-second rule. I don't even remember which one it was, so I'm not going to be disgusted when I eat it. It's getting loud in here. Actually, you know what? Oh, I should not have done that because my kitties like to go to the litter box and then run around the kitchen. So if you guys don't see me on stream for the next 3 days, now you know why. Okay, flipping all these over, letting both sides get a little bit crispy. Just a little bit. Ah, my hand is cramping. It's actually really hard to squeeze like 200 times a tongs. Your hand gets a little tired after a little while. Ow, especially when you're trying to like twist it in the process. Okay. Now it's starting to burn just a little bit on the sides, which is kind of what I want. Just a tiny, tiny hint of burn on it. Ow. Spicy shrimp and buscatini pasta. I missed it. Oh, I can't scroll up on my phone. Rip. What's up, Gayrotic? I just picked that chicken up off the floor. I sure did. That pea is going to add an extra flavor. I'm worried about the like litter or like the fecal matter from the feet of my kitties. All right, I think that's about it. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this. A little bit across the top. Call that good. Turn it off. I'm gonna let it finish cooking just a little bit in the heat of the pan that's left over. Actually, I'm gonna take it off because it's burning.